Bill?
EC's the haze was really thick this morning. As a matter of fact, I was up early enough to catch some of the sunrise, and when it was going up, it looked like the moon. I mean, you could look right at it, full disk, and it was in that haze that we started our day. And then we got the blue skies before the haze returned. We'll talk about that, but first, let's start with a wildfire update. We're keeping a very close eye on 4 wildfires, but we did get a 5th today. That's going to be at the bottom of your screen. That is the Valley Oak Fire. It really turned out to be more of a brush fire, and that's good news because this started this afternoon north of Hondo, and now 75% contained. It went down from 10 acres affected to only 5.5, so that's great news. All right, so the fires that are out, the Duderstadt and the Boots Fire, both 100% contained, still fighting the Crabapple Fire, 95% contained, almost there, and the same for the Chicken Strip Fire on your left. That's going to be over in Real County, 95% contained, only 22 acres were impacted. All right, look at these dew points. This was the story today. Now, at least they're all above zero. Yeah, they were below zero today out to our west. It was 6 to 8 below zero at Rock Springs, Kerrville, into San Antonio. We were in the single digits today. I mean, this is some of the driest air we've seen in a while, and this is very low, especially for this time of night, and that's what makes things so dangerous when it comes to wildfire conditions. Wind gusts are still 20 plus in some spots. Gonzales closer to 30 with Austin. Fredericksburg, gusty winds. I think we'll get some gusty winds even into about 1 or 2 a.m. before we really start seeing those winds die down. No winds really blowing here at KENS 5. You see the flags are still 65. North wind at the airport at 15. Dew point 22, humidity only 19%. Let's talk about this dust coming in from West Texas. What happens is those big winds blow that dust up, gets carried over a few thousand feet up, and it really obscures our sky. And it can also be pretty detrimental if you're suffering with any respiratory issue, asthma, allergies, COPD. You're definitely going to feel it. It's not going to be the allergies that were bothering you today. It was that dust and haze. It can lead to a vibrant sunrise or sunset, and we are expecting a lot less dust tomorrow and then even heading into Friday. Shouldn't see too much. All right, temperature-wise tonight, we've got mid-60s, a couple of upper 50s, but the story is where we're headed. It's going to be a cold start to spring. This is the last night of winter. We've got 43 waiting for us in San Antonio and at Lackland, but mid-30s in the Hill Country, 41 at Timberwood Park. It's this very dry air, but more importantly on the cold, you see this low right here. This is the parent low moving right through Kansas up towards northern Missouri. On the backside, all this air from the northern plains plunging south, and that's why we get cold, dry air. And one of the things for sure, we're not going to see much of an improvement on dew points tomorrow. This air staying very dry. We'll start getting some moisture back in the air once we get to Friday, and we start getting a good south wind. All right, 14-day forecast begins with a cold morning, 43 to 73 tomorrow, then another chilly start to the day Friday, 81. Warmer over the weekend, we get closer to 90, 20% chance of rain late Sunday. And then there it is. I mean, the final 2 chances of rain for March are Wednesday, Thursday, and another warm weekend for that final weekend of the month.